In the heart of China, an army of thousands stands guard, frozen in clay for more than 2 millennia. Buried to serve a first emperor in the next world, the warriors were arranged in battle formations and equipped with real bronze weapons. But there is a detail hiding in plain sight. Look closely, and no two faces appear the same. How could an ancient workshop system pull that off at such scale? The answer is less about mystery and more about measurable craft. To understand the army, start with the ruler who commissioned it, Qin Shi Huang, founder of a unified state. His government standardized weights, measures, coinage, and the written script to knit regions together. Texts also record court efforts to extend life and prepare for the afterlife. The mausoleum landscape near modern Xi'an was built as a complete funerary world, administration above ground, a sealed core below, and satellite pits for the forces meant to protect him. For over 2,000 years, the pits were unknown to the outside world. In 1974, farmers digging a well struck a clay head, and excavations soon revealed ranks of infantry, archers, chariot crews, cavalry units, and support figures. As specialists reassembled shattered fragments, a pattern emerged. While armor types and hairstyles repeat, the faces vary, enough that viewers read them as individuals. Archaeology shows the warriors were produced through a modular workflow rather than sculpted one by one. Bodies were built from repeatable parts, torsos, legs, and arms shaped separately, often with shared molds to keep proportions consistent. Join lines at necks and wrists, tooling traces on hands and boots, and the recurrence of specific part geometries all point to standardized component sets. After controlled drying, pieces were kiln-fired and then assembled in workshops before installation in the pits. This system relies on division of labor: clay preparation and wedging, molding and trimming, joining and finishing, firing and final fit-out, an organized chain that makes large output possible without losing quality. The head began with a small family of basic head molds that established volume and alignment. From there, standardization gave way to human finishing. Craftspeople modeled features by hand: brows, mustaches, beards, hairlines, ears, cheekbones, jaws, and adjusted small asymmetries that make faces read as real. A limited mold set multiplied by thousands of micro-edits yields high variety from common starts. Hairstyles and headgear correlate with roles. Expressions range from focused to calm. In other words, mass-produced bases, hand-finished identities. Originally, the army was polychrome. A thin lacquer ground received mineral pigments, producing bright armor panels and facial tones. Much of that color flaked rapidly after exposure, but surviving traces confirm the finish. Hands, belts, and shoes show seam marks where molds met, while neck sockets and peg joins reveal practical choices for transport and assembly. CT imaging and microscopic study on fragments document voids, joins, and tool paths, technical fingerprints of the workflow. Bronze swords, spearheads, and crossbow fittings recovered from the pits show batch casting and standardized dimensions. Matching haft fittings across multiple items suggest coordinated templates. Supplying clay, fuel, timber, copper, and tin at this scale implies a managed network of workshops under state oversight, consistent with a government that prized uniformity in administration. Non-invasive surveys continue to map the wider mausoleum. Readings of elevated mercury around the central mound provide a clue, not proof, that echoes ancient descriptions. The core chamber remains sealed to protect what might survive inside. Popular stories about hidden crossbow traps persist in retellings, but there is no direct evidence from the unexcavated chamber. The focus stays on what can be measured. The Terracotta Army is a study in controlled complexity, standard parts for speed, handwork for character. That's how thousands of soldiers can all look different without sculpting each one from scratch. It's industrial thinking centuries before the term existed, powered by skilled hands. Subscribe to Unfolding Legacy for more evidence-first history.